Welcome to the Bookers Alliance podcast, where we hold the pencil and the pencil is power. Coming at you right now is your host, Marky Mark, along with the man, the myth, the legend, Frank Donaldson. Join us as we discuss the ever-changing landscape of professional wrestling. So hang on tight, you jabronis, and enjoy the ride. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining today's episode of the Bookers Alliance podcast. Come on inside the house, bring yourself up a ringside seat, get your soda, your popcorn, your whiskey, get your auto mechanics manual, get everything you need.
Give me more whiskey.
Because we at the Gahden today.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God we at the Gahden. Yeah, please pour me some more whiskey. How much more you got?
Frank is
having a day.
Having a day.
We gonna put all that, put the bullshit to the back. We gonna put the personal outside. We gonna bring y'all some good wrestling conversation.
That's it. That's how we gonna do it. We got everything going on revolving around John Cena. We got everything revolving around the War Games. We got all kinds of things going on. But first, we got our sponsor that we got to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Got to talk about the Wise Man's Bourbon.
There you go. Talk about it.
Paul Heyman's Bourbon.
All right.
Now, Paul, if you got a bourbon, Paul.
What's that? Walrus Rye?
What?
Sorry, Paul. I'm having a day, so you're going to take some strays, too. Nobody's immune today. If I'm going to have a day, everybody's going to catch a stray.
Oh, we starting hot, y'all.
Everybody catching strays today.
Wise Man's Bourbon, Kentucky Owl, bourbon whiskey from Bardstown, Kentucky. Definitely some bourbon you probably won't be able to get a hold of. I'm sorry, guys.
Absolutely not, because I was sitting over here reading as you presented me with the bottle, and it said this was confiscated back in Prohibition days, never to be seen again until they broke out the cask for this bottle. I'm like, well, look at this.
So your bourbon expertise out there, if y'all don't know, Kentucky Owl has gone belly up. Probably the last bottle that we'll ever get as a sponsor here on this show.
Oh, hell, I didn't know that as we finished the whole thing. Oh,
yeah.
God. Now I feel bad. We didn't need to finish. We'll never see it again.
Never see it again, but we're going to toast.
Speaking of never seeing it again, back to those car issues.
We're going to toast to the Kentucky Owl.
All right.
Oh, good Kentucky Owl.
Oh, yeah.
The Wise Man's Bourbon.
There you go.
Feel a little tribal chiefish drinking this bourbon.
Speaking of, what a transition. But we can't start there.
We can't start there, y'all. We can't start there. All right, the Gahden. Before we get to the Gahden.
Can't start there.
Can't start at the Gahden.
Yeah, I want to talk about some Long Island iced tea.
Some woo woo woo.
Woo woo woo. You know it.
You know it.
I thought that guy was dead.
He said he was.
Wasn't that what the word was?
From the grave. From the grave, he said he was dead.
His exact quote was, Zack Ryder is dead. If I ever hear that old radio music again, I'll be sick to my stomach. That was his exact quote, because Zack Ryder's dead. But
it's funny what a little greenback in your wallet will do.
Undertaker-esque on SmackDown. That man rose from the grave. And no, Matt Cardona no more.
No more. No Matt Cardona. Who's that?
We saw the spiky hair. We saw the T-shirt. We saw the merch. The purple tights. All of that came back. I mean, we wooed all through the arena. What the hell?
You know what, though? I ain't mad at him.
I ain't
mad at him. Get that money. Get that money.
Do you know how gimmicky they would have this podcast if they started writing out checks to that same way?
We'd have LED boards.
Oh, hell. We'd be gimmicked all. We'd be in there drinking watered down whiskey and everything. Whatever. Hell, we'd probably be drinking, what is it?
Fireball.
No, hell no. We'd be drinking Wheatley's. Yeah. Good God. $5 vodka. They got Cody Rhodes' face on it.
In a $1,000 suit drinking $5 vodka.
Right, with a $10,000 minimum Rolex on, drinking a $5 fifth of vodka. Good God. But for the right amount of it, Wheatley's so good, we drink it neatly.
All right, we had another surprise that popped up out of this The Last Time Is Now tournament.
Oh, yeah.
He was here to show the world.
Uh-oh. What'd he show him?
His Ziggler.
Ziggler. So not old radio, but almost a carbon copy of Matt Cardona. They should bring those guys back as like a little tag team.
So Honestly, though, this is something we should have saw coming.
Yeah, when they started saying, people that don't work here, I think everybody's eyes got big like kids on Christmas, and we started thinking, oh, Chris Jericho, oh, Edge. No, Chris Jericho, no Edge.
So in the Cena pipe bomb promo, he called both of those guys out. There's only one missing.
He called them by their government names, though. And they didn't come back under those names, which I found ironic. Although they both jobbed, so I guess they didn't need to come back as their real names.
So, also, Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, whichever one you are, the wanted man. Bro, your tights. You need some new tights. Bro.
I mean, and those were wanted man tights. So it isn't like those ain't tights that he's been wearing on. Is this what the indies do to you? Is this how it is out there? Is it that rough?
And it wasn't like he's gained some pounds because dude's in peak shape.
He might have lost weight, which may be the problem. Maybe when he first got laid off, he got, he's been hanging out with LaGreca and them, so he probably did gain a few pounds. Then when they told him to come back, he probably hit the gym. But damn, if you go hit the gym, hit the belt store.
We just shooting shit, Nick. Don't come at us. Don't come at us.
Now, so he calls himself a makeshift comedian, right? He can try and come in one of us. Well, one of us ain't gonna have that. So I mean, funny hell. Don't let the jokes start flying here because I can do that too. But yeah, no, them tights were hella loose, right?
So nice to see these surprises. Will we get any more?
Who was the third? You said there was only one more missing. When out of who Cena mentioned, who was that?
The Swiss Superman.
The Swiss Superman.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, he's off in the land of no return.
Pizza nipples.
I know who you're talking about. He's off in the land of no return. There, he ain't coming back. He's just like the
Edge.
The two other aforementioned, Edge and Chris Jericho. They ain't no coming back from there. They're in the land of no return. Land of misfit toys.
Yeah. So Sheamus did a shout out to Cesaro.
That was close enough.
It was close enough. He at least got the shout out in there with the. What do they call it? The something swing, Cesaro swing? Is that what they called it?
Yeah.
But it was nice to see both of those guys back on the WWE main roster programming. Cool to see you guys back. Cool to hear the pop you got. The crowd remembers. Although
I think it was weird that they did Ziggler in New York and that did the guy the guy that's actually from New York elsewhere. It seems like it would have been a little bit bigger to do Cardona in
Ziggler's
New York.
From where? He's from Arizona, right?
Ohio.
Yeah,
which they're never going to do a show in Ohio, right? I know. I know there's some Ohio listeners out there because they're related to me, but yeah, they ain't coming to Ohio no time soon. Not with the ticket prices they're running now. They ain't coming to Ohio.
So we did have some advancements though in the tournament. Solo.
Did you say Sheboygan? That's Wisconsin. Holy, I need to get you up on your Midwest geography.
Yeah, I don't know any of those places out there. Sorry,
so we're gonna get you in the Midwest. So next year, we're calling it now. We're gonna get you back to the Midwest to actually look around, not just go to an arena and get the hell out.
Yeah, as long as you give me some cheese curds, I'll be all right.
Cheese curds.
Yeah, some cheese curds.
God, out of all the things in Wisconsin that you can get, that's where you went.
Well, Kid Rock said there's something else out there, but I can't repeat that on the podcast.
This is true. Moving on.
So good surprises for the tournament. Tournament carries on. We had Solo Sikoa advancing in the tournament.
Yep.
You had Javon Evans versus Gunther.
Yeah, so we called that. Ooh. We predicted the hell out of that.
Look, Javon, if you don't want your chest looking like Kofi's, don't get back in the ring with Gunther.
I mean, yeah, no, not for a while, right? You got to hit the gym for a few years before you do that again.
That man slapped him so hard in his chest, his jaw about broke.
Yeah, I mean, I saw his heels quiver when he hit him that last time. But so Gunther wins, right?
Right.
Now Gunther moves on next week to wrestle who? Do you remember?
No.
Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so...
Your prediction's coming true?
Yeah, essentially. And of course it would be Triple H booking, right? Because, I mean, Gunther's going... the Austrian is going to go through all the black guys. So that's how... And then Rocky will come down. So John Cena must be Rocky. He'll come off and beat him at the
Fighting
end.
Fighting Drago.
Yeah, because Drago killed Creed, and then Rocky had to come back and avenge the death. So... Gunther's apparently going to go through all the brothers here, and then Cena will come back and take him out. Although
it's happening,
we got to talk about that because we're not going to get to talk before Survivor Series. We got to talk about Cena and his matches, but we'll get there.
So, with Gunther advancing, I was happy to see Gunther back with his old theme music and the robe coming back. Yeah. That was nice to see. So like I said, Solo advanced. There was one other person advanced. Who else advanced?
No,
don't remember.
Not from this week.
No,
I don't remember 2 people advancing this week.
I'm talking about from Friday.
Oh, that's that was the Zack Ryder match.
Right. Who was it that advanced?
Oh hell, you're digging in the weeds here now.
Get the shovel.
So yeah, we'll get back to that because we don't want to. Right, we'll be here for far too long.
All right, so let's move on though to somebody else that deserves a cheers. She wound up in a situation when she first came on the scene back in the VKM era. The idea that had been put before her, she made the most out of it. She stuck around for a while. She was in the Alpha Academy as a valet. Had a few matches here and there. A couple against some lesser known opponents. And then all of a sudden, she disappears for a while off the screen. Sticks in the valet role. But we come to find out Miss Maxine Dupree has been in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Working her butt off, gaining some skills.
Yeah.
Honing her craft.
Yeah.
And come out against Becky Lynch. Not 1 match, not 2 matches, but 3 matches in. All 3 matches phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And your new Women's Intercontinental Champ. We got to give a toast to Miss Maxine Dupree.
Absolutely. Although we gotta address, because you neglected to address one key part of her career.
Oh, what's the key part?
When she was teamed up with her brother, who would now be known as LA Knight.
Yeah.
So perhaps she may be Maxine Knight. I mean,
she might. That were Eminem.
Because he was Max Dupree.
Yep, Max
and
Dupree.
It's like, okay, Dupree. Max Dupree and Maxine Dupree.
All I got to say is both of those came out for better in that situation. Maxine Dupree.
No kidding, right? Because that was heading down. That was heading down an anthill fast.
So Maxine Dupree, your new Women's Intercontinental Champ, going over on Becky Lynch with the aid of the one, the only AJ Lee.
Yeah, that was unexpected, right? Out of the, you gotta admit, when that music hit, you were not expecting that music to hit at that moment.
I wasn't expecting it to hit at that moment.
Well, yeah, no, we had already talked about her being worked into War Games,
but I was expecting it to hit.
Yeah, I didn't expect
maybe after the match.
Right, I didn't. I think we both agree. We knew Maxine was gonna win because.
You don't do 3 matches and.
Well, we just saw the same thing on SmackDown, right? Yeah. Jade Cargill did the exact same thing.
Right.
3rd time's a charm. Right. So somehow or another, you lose 2 and then you can win one out at the end.
Win the other one.
Yeah, which I don't know how that math works out, but hey, why not, right?
Well, according to Becky, she don't understand the math either because now she's got a lawyer looking into the situation.
Well, yeah, I mean, because she said that apparently AJ Lee didn't have a manager's license and she didn't have any right to be out there.
At the ring, that's right.
So she may have a case.
She got a point.
Yeah, she may have a case.
So Becky Lynch doing all the heel things, which I'm loving. I love her heel stick. I love the fact that she's just a little unhinged.
Yeah.
But also at the same time has it together. She's collected.
Well, she's every bit of that chicken shit heel without having to be the full chicken shit heel.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
Like, she's playing into the I'm being mistreated and all that other, the system is keeping me down and all. So it keeps her out of that chicken shit. Oh, I'm afraid of you, because that wouldn't be sellable, right? Like, I'm not gonna believe that quote unquote the man is afraid of Maxine Dupree. But if she's getting jobbed by the system, now it puts a little bit of a twist on it that I'm more interested in.
And so if you watched Monday Night Raw on the international feed, you caught Becky Lynch in an improv that was freaking hilarious. She actually got Wade Barrett to kind of break character and laugh.
Tell that story.
So she walks down to the ring. She has her entrance. Of course, they go to commercial, but the international feed sticks. It doesn't stay away. So she's walking around the ringside talking to all the celebrities and kind of poke fights at all the celebrities that are around the ring. She eventually gets over to the announce desk, decides to get up on top of it and walk across it, and then realizes those little rubber WWE action figures that they're trying to sell, they're standing on the top of the announce table, and she just starts kicking them off one by one.
I think I saw that. She was kicking them into the crowd, into the celebrities. Yeah,
and Wade popped so hard, he broke character, just busted laughing.
That's awesome.
Because she was talking shit the whole time she was kicking them off.
That's awesome.
I'm like, Becky, that's what you need right there. That's Becky Lynch.
Great marketing for the toys, too. You going to get the toys?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting 2 of them.
Why not?
Yeah, I already got one in the cart. I'm just waiting for Black Friday to get the other one. But I'm definitely getting 2 of them. Any guesses?
At least Hogan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Take a wild guess on the other one.
Probably Dusty.
No.
What's the other one?
John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena. It'll get delivered right around the time of his last match. So I figured I should go ahead and get that.
For me, it would be probably all of them except for Logan Paul.
Yeah, guaranteed. Right. So don't say all of them, right? Because they're supposedly gonna come out with a long line of them, like they did back in the day.
Okay.
And as a child, I probably had like 40 of them things. Yeah. So don't say you're gonna get all of them, because you'll find yourself with a whole new case over there full of 40 rubber toys.
So my 2 favorite ones that I had, and they went to battle constantly, just constantly in my WWF ring at the time. That was JYD and the Iron Sheik.
JYD was on my list too. I had the first 2 I got were Hulk Hogan and Iron Sheik, because they were like the first 2 that even released. Yep. Like they came in a little package where you got both of them. The third toy I got, Junkyard Dog, because he had the little chain. He had the dog collar and the chain. And I said, damn, I got to have that. And my progressive dad, who 40 years early, but before his time, said, you need representation, son. I'm going to get you that toy. And JYD was in that. So then JYD and Hulk Hogan beat the hell out of Iron Sheik until like the next week when I went back and got Andre the Giant. But yeah, for a little while, Iron Sheik was taking an ass whooping.
I had Hogan because I did get that combo set, but somebody stole my Hogan.
That figures. Did they leave the belt at least?
No.
Damn.
They took everything.
Well, they were smart. If you're going to take it, you take it all.
All I had was Sheik and JYD. I never got Andre.
Good. I had definitely. So that was the old Andre with the long hair. He went all the way down to the no singlet. Just
it was like a light brown color hair too.
Yeah, and it was the afro that went down to his shoulders. Right. No singlet, just red tights and blue boots. And God, don't get me started on that.
I don't know how we got from Maxine Dupree to this, but
yeah, I don't either. I have no idea how we because Becky Lynch. Way to market the toy. Becky Lynch even got us talking about the toys on the pipe. Damn good marketing.
Good
give
marketing,
that woman a raise. Give you a head clap. Give you a head clap,
Becky. All right, so we got to talk about John Cena. John Cena, the last real champ, the current Intercontinental champ, in his last Monday Night Raw, going into his last Survivor Series, going into his last match at Saturday Night's Main Event.
So, yeah, I mean, let's talk about it, right?
Man, it's making me sad. I need more whiskey.
No kidding, right? What the hell, what good of a choice, though, to pick for your last Raw is to be, his second to last Raw is in his hometown.
Yep.
And then his last Raw is in America's favorite arena, the basically WWE's home, Madison Square Garden. God, I mean, you can't ask for much better.
Yeah, that was 2 back-to-back phenomenal nights. It was just and crazy. It was just so good. Let's talk about, though, the interrupter that came down to the ring, though, as he was trying to say his goodbyes to the Garden.
Okay.
The interrupter, Mr. Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio.
And he brought a couple of friends with him.
He did bring a couple of friends, but he come down there basically saying that he wanted his rematch for the Intercontinental belt.
Oh, yeah.
John said, let's go right now.
Yep.
Let's do it. No time like the present. And Dom said, no.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna do it in my backyard this time.
So Dom learned his lesson, because he fell for that the week before and said, oh, yeah, I'll take you all right now. He got his ass whooped, right? Yep. So the next week, he's like, oh, I want my rematch. Hell no, we're not falling for that again. Dom's going to have all his buddies out there next week, from D Block. They all going to be out there from San Diego
yep.
at the Survivor Series.
So Hunter, you're breaking my heart on this one because obviously this is so transparent. We can see through this.
I mean, God.
We all know what's about to happen.
We ain't even going to try and hide and cover it up.
We all know that Dirty Dom's about to get that title back
Absolutely,
at Survivor
but
Series.
Great on John Cena, right? Because the way you want to go out is putting over young talent.
Right.
No better of a young talent that he could put over in this moment. One hand washes the other. He goes ahead and beats Dom, gets his run to make him a Grand Slam champion. Then Dom wins the title back from John Cena, gets to say, I beat the greatest of all time, John Cena, for my Intercontinental title back. Hell, all I'm asking for, the only thing that'll put the icing on the cake of that is you bring Liv Morgan back in that match. And my goodness, I'll be ready to go.
I kind of would like Liv to show up in that match, but cost Dom the match.
Dom can't. So then we have a conundrum of things. Then if John Cena has the Intercontinental title going into his last match.
I kind of wanted to see his last match before the Intercontinental title, because what other man, we all know who's going to make it to the end of this tournament. Come on. Who's making it to the end of the tournament, Frank?
I don't know. We don't know who the last competitor is. We got a last matches left.
Right now, my front runner is Gunther.
You don't even know who beat Zack Ryder the other week, so you don't know who's going to make it to the end.
It's not consequential.
It's not going to be that person.
Not going
to be that person.
No, we all know it's going to be Gunther.
At this stage, I think we wandered into predicting it earlier just by accident, but I still stand by everything I said. I don't see that falling short anywhere.
So I would have liked to seen John's last match be against Gunther for the Intercontinental belt when Gunther was the longest reigning Intercontinental champion.
True, but we must talk about Gunther's elevated far past the IC.
That is true.
We don't even want him in that picture.
That is true.
We want him so far away from that title because as soon as this whole John Cena thing is over, so come January, I see Gunther back in the world title picture.
Gunther needs to be over there on SmackDown opposing Cody. That's his
essentially,
perfect, that's his dance partner.
Essentially,
they need to get there.
That would be the point where they could finally turn Cody into the babyface heel that we all want to cheer for.
And I think
because that's the opponent that would make him.
I got some news coming up a little bit later on in the show here.
Okay,
I think they may be getting a new dance partner for Cody.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that here in a minute.
All right.
We'll talk about
I'm interested now. I'm excited.
But we got John versus Dirty Dom coming up at Survivor Series in Dom's hometown for the Intercontinental belt. Ain't no way Dom is not going to win.
No, this is as transparent as transparent. This is like transparent tape for Christ. I mean, you look straight through it. There's no way John doesn't give up this title in Dom's hometown where he's celebrated by all.
And that's cool. Hopefully Dom will get a cool entrance out of this whole thing.
Yeah.
I would love to see, I know we've done it before, but I'd love to see the prison van entrance again.
Okay.
I think that would be funny.
I could see that. I'd probably liken him more back into the lowrider. I could see him doing more of an Eddie Guerrero, which we've done that too.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see him doing that. Something I wouldn't actually hate in that, now that we're talking about entrances, if he does the Eddie Guerrero entrance, I actually wouldn't hate if Vicky brought him out. Vicky Guerrero could,
because
if she cackles on there and says, "Excuse me,"
that would be funny.
Immediately the boos start,
yep.
And then if Dom comes out, could you imagine the boos in his hometown? They would boo the hell out of him. They would get those two out of there as far as possible. But I think it would be an epic moment that I would appreciate. And then he could fool her. He could even call her mom.
Yeah,
that would be
nice.
Classic. Yeah, that would be classic.
All right, we got to get to some other surprises that happened on Monday Night Raw. We got to talk about
a great Raw. Right?
It was great.
Let's just give Raw its flowers.
PLE level.
Exactly. And that's what I think we were saying right before we hit record. This was damn near as good as a PLE. It was better than WrestlePalooza, even though
absolutely it
apparently a lot of people all of a sudden loved WrestlePalooza. I don't know where that's coming from, but
I don't either.
People are saying they hit the sentiment now is, WrestlePalooza, we didn't give it as much credit as it deserved. No, we gave it more credit than
it had one match.
Watched it.
It had one match.
Exactly. The fact that we watched it gave it more credit. But yeah, this Raw outshone that by eons. Yeah. So love
it. The last 25 minutes of Monday Night Raw wasn't even a match.
No,
just entrances.
Yeah.
Just entrances and a pull apart.
Had fun in that.
Just entrances and a pull apart.
But what entrances we got?
Yeah. So first things first, had the Vision coming down, looking so only like a team built by Paul Heyman can look.
Yeah, with Logan Paul in tow.
Logan Paul, you had Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Paul Heyman.
We opened the night with those guys. If you remember right, they all drove up into the arena and all with Drew McIntyre included, all climbed out of a running Escalade with a good battery.
His big ass couldn't even get out of the back seat.
No, they had to pad away because he was back there trying to crawl. Believe me, I know it ain't easy back there, but it ain't that damn hard. It ain't as hard as Drew was struggling.
Drew was stuck.
They should have. So what they needed to do was fold and roll up the seat. They did none of that. Poor Drew was just back there wrestling around. I'm like, damn, he's going to get pinned for the 1, 2, 3 in the back seat.
So you had them come out. Paul got on the mic. Paul
in a running Escalade with a good battery.
With a good battery. Yeah, we got to put that in there.
Moving on.
Maybe we can get whoever got his battery put in there, right?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good God.
So Paul gets on the mic. Paul talking like only Paul can talk. Speaking of Paul talking, if you haven't watched his podcast
sit-down interview with Stephanie.
Oh my
classic.
God.
Dude,
the fucking chills bumps. I'm all it was amazing.
Thinking back to it, damn, that's a whole nother episode. So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, it won't be next week because we are preempted next week.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. It's how
we'll get to that. We'll talk about it. But unfortunately, we are preempted next week. We do have other engagements, previous engagements that we're required to attend. So
with some turkey.
Apparently, we got to go to the battery shop too. So
it's a running problem.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't a running problem.
Nah, damn sure ain't a running problem. Hell, I wish it was. I could deal with that. It's a not running problem. So.
All right, so going back, Paul got on the mic.
Everybody's listening. Like, what the hell are they talking about? Yeah, never mind. Don't worry about it, guys.
Paul get on the mic, and he threw out some names, and I'm like, yes, he finally mentioned it. He's like, I led the Dangerous Alliance into War Games, and I'm like, ooh, he did.
Yeah.
I led the Bloodline into War Games. I'm like, oh, he did.
Yeah.
And now I'm leading the Vision into War Games. And I'm like, damn, Paul, you and Dusty are the War Games. Like, y'all are the War Games. And I was like, man, this is some nostalgia because all the War Games from the past, all that started bringing back old memories. And I'm like, God, I miss those old matches.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, are we ever going to get a match like that again? Because, Dusty had his superheroes around him against the Four Horsemen and some of those. And I'm like,
I remember one of those where it was Dusty and Sting and the Road Warriors against the Four. What the hell? That was like old school Avengers, right?
Yeah, so it was cool to go back to some of that. But then we got to talking about it, and here comes CM Punk.
Yep.
Dressed for a street fight.
No belt. Didn't even have his belt. I don't know if you noticed that, but he came down there with taped up fists, no belt. He had jeans, tank top, and taped up. He came down for a fight.
Came down for a fight. So you've got the Bronze, you've got Logan Paul, you got Drew McIntyre, Paul Heyman in the ring, Punk coming down to the ring. Then the Usos music hit. Here come the Usos yeeting from the crowd. They going all the way in, getting in there. They jump in, outnumbered. They didn't care.
Oh yeah,
they didn't care. Jump in.
They were staring there. They were staring at 4-on-3, and it wasn't looking good.
Yeah, they didn't care. They jumped in, outnumbered. Didn't matter. Doesn't care. Comes Cody. Yep. Cody coming down.
Which you knew.
Matter of fact, though, that merch Cody had on, I like that merch.
See what happens when Cody gets out of them suits sometimes.
Yeah,
you can sell a lot of T-shirts if you get your ass out of them suits.
So Cody gets down in there. They roughing around, battling around. Then all of a sudden, Paul Heyman's 5th contracted member steps out from the back. The Beast Incarnate himself.
When that music hit, tell me you weren't like, oh my God.
It's just old. The same look on my face that Punk had, like, oh shit.
Absolutely. And we had talked about this last week, right? We speculated on who the 5th members were going to be. And I think we only came up with Brock on one side, right? We only had one option. And he didn't disappoint.
No,
he came out there. He did them 4 guys. So the Usos, if you notice, they kept their asses out of the ring. They were like, you know what? We'll rather take the little Logan Paul butt whooping over here because that's mild. We ain't going in here and getting flipped on our heads for the next 5 minutes.
Punk got dropped. And Punk tried to get in there and get him, but Punk got dropped. And all I'm sitting there thinking is, damn, Brock, don't break him before the match.
So Punk was smart. He saw when Brock had one leg in, one leg out, he went on the attack.
Yeah, he went on the attack, but he still got dropped. When
he came out there, I wasn't even 100% sure that he wasn't against Punk. And I'm like, what if he teams up with Punk and all? Punk said, there ain't no way. I ain't even going to tease that. I'm going to just go fight.
Just go fight.
And that was a bad idea. He should have teased teaming up. He should have went over there and offered him a handshake or maybe like an intern or something like that, because that's what Vince would offer him. But
we gonna get canceled.
Oh,
Frank, we gonna get canceled. Don't do that.
I digress. But nonetheless, he went over there with fists of flying, and next thing that went flying was CM Punk's entire body.
Yeah.
And then Brock had no reservations with throwing them dudes around like childs.
And then Cody went in there. Cody went back to his old collegiate wrestling days, tried to shoot in on him. Brock said, he stuffed that, flipped around, got belly to back, and suplexed him.
Yeah, because Brock also did a little bit of high school, college wrestling, didn't he?
Didn't he? He was like, it was only NCAA
somebody
division
said
champion.
somewhere around the way he was like NCAA heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
So much like Eddie Guerrero tried with Kurt Angle 20 years ago, you don't want to try and do a double leg takedown or some of that amateur wrestling shit. You don't do that against Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle and guys like that, Chad Gable,
never.
Dolph Ziggler. You don't do it against those guys because they were top notch, right?
Yep.
You do that against the fake guys.
So Brock suplexed Cody into oblivion. Brock's
how many times?
Brock is in the ring, kind of dancing around, celebrating, and then out of nowhere, you hear.
All right, man. Immediately, the ones went up.
The tribal chief steps out from the curtain.
We ain't even gonna comment on Paul Heyman's one went up automatically when it happened, and then he was like, "Oh."
He was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I was
right." He's
like,
"Damn, bro, what am I thinking?"
But Brock in the middle of the ring, looking at it like, "Come on,
yeah,
we've been in this dance before. Come on." Roman sauntering down to the ring with a sleeve on that arm. What do you think's going on with that arm?
So my thought is Roman probably got some tattoo work done.
You think?
And had to cover it up. Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm hoping it ain't no injury.
Do you?
I mean, he ain't done shit. I mean, hell, he ain't wrestled in 2 months. What kind of injury could he have in 2 months? But it could be possible. I mean, but my hope, my prayer is that it was just some tattoo work that he had to cover up because, they don't want you to get no sweat in there and all that.
True.
So I'm figuring he had to tighten that up. It did look awkward, though, right?
It did.
Because you're looking at it like, what are we trying something?
So you didn't get to see that definition, though, in his arm, and it almost made him look like he was smaller.
So, I definitely saw he was small. When he was walking down there, he didn't look small from like the front view, right?
Yeah.
But when he got in the ring and then he had to stand up next to Brock, I'm like, damn, Roman, you picked the wrong time to lose weight. What the hell's happened over in Samoa?
They're all losing weight right now.
Answer me a question. What the hell's happening in Samoa right now? Do you get to a certain age and then all of a sudden you find a way to drop 40 pounds overnight?
You just thin out.
Right, but what are they doing? Because I could also use 40 pounds.
I could use that.
I could drop 40 right now and be A-okay for the rest of my days. What are they doing to do it that I'm not?
So he gets in the ring.
Besides eating healthy and working out.
True.
Sorry.
He gets in the ring. Him and Brock have a momentary stare down. He basically looks at Brock and says, "Bring it."
Yeah.
And Brock goes in for it, and Roman evades him, bounces off the rope, and what a hellacious Superman punch.
So here's one of the reasons why I love Brock Lesnar when he's back in the ring, because them guys get to really lay it in.
He took that punch like it was candy. Just
at some level, I feel like Brock has to tell everyone he works with, like, hey, don't hold back nothing.
Yeah.
Hit me as hard as you. Give me all you got.
Give me all you got.
Because Roman gave him all he got. Because I mean, Brock never takes a punch and goes down.
I've never seen that.
He's taken numerous Superman punches and just stood there and ate them, right?
Yep.
And then 3 or 4, then he goes down. Now he took every bit of that, and Brock went flailing.
And then
he went flying out of the ring.
What I loved about it though is after he goes out of the ring, kind of lands on his feet, gets himself together, looks back at Roman and smiles.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh yeah,
right. He was like, and you knew at that point Brock was telling him that's what I was talking about. Yep. Okay, I see what you got. So but he got ready to get in there. He was ready to go give him some more action. Tim Bronson Reed said, "No, let me go get some."
Yeah, Bronson got in there, tried to get Roman again, and that got foiled.
Well, I mean, he put Roman down. He was ready to give him that tsunami, and then he took a hell of a Superman punch too. Because he went falling off that turnbuckle, and I said, "Oh hell, we tried to get everybody injured before the match. What are we doing tonight?"
So all hell broke loose. Even the NYPD had to get involved.
NYPD went through the barricade.
Barricade.
I mean, isn't that a chargeable offense?
It should be.
Yeah,
I think maybe inside the ramifications of Madison Square Garden, though. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Because my thought is everyone out there, resisted arrest. Every one of them could have went in that night, right?
So here's. I just want to say this. I don't want to kill the momentum, but here's what I want to say about the NYPD folks.
Okay.
Hunter, Bruce, Road Dogg, Michael Hayes, Nick Khan, if you're going to put NYPD out there, at least put them in this year's uniform and not uniforms from the 70s.
So that's a legal thing. They're not allowed to do that.
It was so obvious that was not NYPD.
But, so legal standing, because I wondered the same thing. I was like, why do they look so bad?
Yeah, it looked horrible. Some of the clothes didn't even fit them.
Nobody that's not an actual uniformed police officer can wear the uniform. So it has to be like some kind of gimmick uniform.
That's true.
But it don't have to be the worst gimmick.
No, it's like a 99-cent dollar store Halloween outfit.
Like even when you watch like NYPD, right? Those uniforms look a little bit better NYPD blue than they did on Monday night.
It was
so you don't have to pick the worst thing.
So all hell's breaking loose. You got everything going. The credits have done run, and we went off the air. But that wasn't the end.
No.
There was more.
There's always more. So
apparently there was Cody giving a cutter from the barricade through somebody on the announce table. The Usos that gave a double super kick to somebody and super kicked them into oblivion. All of it kind of shook out, and then there was an altercation that happened between CM Punk and Roman Reigns at the very end, and it was only caught by the cameraman, and they showed it on WWE.com.
Okay, tell us more.
So Punk said, "If you're only in this to stab me in the back, you're making an enemy." And Roman, in turn, said, "I'll never stab you in the back. I'll stab you in the front."
Okay.
And make sure it's in your heart.
Okay.
I'm like, oh God.
Wait, now we're getting worked up now.
Okay,
Hold on. We worked up now.
So
and
now,
we've been drinking whiskey for a while, so we got to stand up and let that whiskey flow.
All right. So now that we know this, let's connect the dots to where I was talking earlier. I think Frank, my podcast partner, I think you may have been right all along.
Uh-oh, what you got?
I think Roman is setting his sights on that world heavyweight title.
I think so too. It's time.
It's time.
Roman's been away from that title for over 2 years at this point now. It's time.
It's time. I think he's gunning for it. And that's why I said I think Gunther changing shows, going over to be Cody's dance partner. Gunther Cody, that's the right match in my mind for WrestleMania.
It's definitely a good time.
And Punk Roman, that's the right match in my mind for WrestleMania.
I don't hate it.
That's where I hope they go. That's where I hope. Look, if we're doing Unreal and we got this big old whiteboard across the room and we're planning out Mania already for Mania 42, that's my 2 world title pictures.
I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it.
I really believe Gunther needs to get over there for Cody. That's Cody's ultimate foil right now because, honestly, as a Cody fan, I do want to see Cody Roman 3. I do want to see that. Yeah, I know you don't. I know you don't. I do want to see that, but I don't want to see it right now. Yeah. Give it some years to breathe.
Yeah, that's retirement match.
Give it some years to breathe, and then we'll get into Roman and Cody 3. But right now, Roman Punk, absolutely. I'm down to see that. I want to see it.
Yeah, give me all of that.
I don't want to see Roman Punk Seth part 2.
No.
I don't want to see that.
It's time for some one-on-one stuff.
I don't want to see that. Yeah. But now, the only way that I would take seeing Roman, Seth, Cody, or Roman, Seth, Punk 2, the only way that I would want to see that is if we're going to reunite the bloodline. That's the only way I would want to see
Okay, yeah. We'd have to go that far into it, though, for me to want to see that. But, I mean, at that point, we're in the furthest extreme. And I don't think we reunite the bloodline without Roman getting a title shot or a title run in there with it.
Yeah. So I definitely want to see Punk versus Roman. I want to see Gunther versus Cody. I'm also in it to see. I want to see Becky kind of get her match, kind of come back, and I don't want to see her in with the Intercontinental title anymore, though. I'm kind of ready to see her get that World Heavyweight Championship back, but I want to see it versus somebody that we've kind of never seen before. I want to see her get in the ring either versus an Io Sky or a Stephanie Vaquer, because I think Becky versus Stephanie, I think that would be something that, there's some legs on that. We've not seen that before. Stephanie Vaquer has definitely held that belt really cool, really good way. And The match that she's having right now or going to have with Nikki Bella, nobody's interested in that. Nobody wants to see that. I know there may be some Nikki Bella fans out there, but I don't think that, we're going to get a lot of legs on that past Survivor Series. But I hope Stephanie at least holds that title until WrestleMania. I want to see Becky get in there. I want to see a couple other things happen. I would love to see, as far as the U.S. belt, I would love to see maybe Ilya Dragunov go up against some of the other young guys that are coming up. I would love to see Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes for that U.S. belt. I
would love to see something good for Carmelo Hayes happen here, but it won't be next week because we know next week he'll be losing to Gunther.
So I definitely want to see that happen. But definitely some changing of the guards, definitely some changing storylines that are happening. Where this is all going to lead, who knows? I don't know where this is going to lead, but I will say I'm interested in War Games now.
Yeah, so last week and the week before, I don't know if everybody noticed, but we had zero interest in War Games. Hell, the week before, they hadn't even mentioned it, right? They hadn't set up any matches. They hadn't really led us to anything. I mean, I'm even interested in the women's match now. Now that they rounded it out, I'm interested now that AJ Lee's a part of it. I'm definitely interested to see who they bring in for the fifth member on the other side, but I think we'll find that out on SmackDown.
It's Becky.
100%. It's got to be Becky at this point now, right? But they got to actually announce it for it to be official. But yeah, same thing. So I'm fired up about War Games all of a sudden, especially. And we did a show about this. It's in the archives. When you put Roman in something, all of a sudden it elevates it, right?
Yep.
When you put Roman and Brock in it, now all of a sudden it's legendary. So Give me more of that. Give me all of it.
All right. So that's our show this week from the Gahden. Unfortunately, John is wrapping up his career.
Two left.
Only got two times left with John.
Is that countdown right? Because remember the countdown from way back at the beginning? Did we get the exact amount of dates correct?
I think that's why they're not showing it no more.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think because also now he's got an appearance on NXT apparently.
Yeah, he had 3. He had like 43 left when it started. And somehow or another, I feel like we've seen John Cena like 700 times.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But it's going to be interesting, the last little bit here with John. Also need to put in a show note here real quick. We are going to be off next week. So we are based out of the U.S. U.S. is doing Thanksgiving next week. So for everybody that's a U.S. listener, enjoy your time with your family. Enjoy your turkey. If you got to lay the smackdown on somebody, we heavily encourage it.
We knew you guys were going to be shopping all Negro Friday morning anyway, so we knew not to put out a show because we don't want to interrupt that. We want y'all to have free bandwidth to do your Amazon, your Walmart, your Target. So enjoy yourself.
And if you just find yourself missing us next Friday, this is episode 156. There's 155 more episodes.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty to listen to. I mean, marathon day. Marathon it up. Bookers
That's it. We'll appreciate the listens. We appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you. Have a happy holidays. And with that, we bid you adieu.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Today's podcast was produced by SBP. You can find our podcast on all major podcast platforms. Also, connect with us on our social media accounts. Search for The Bookers Alliance on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X.